Hi, this is Brian. This is my last chemotherapy session. It's Friday, March 14th, and what's about to happen right now is I'm going to unplug my combination of 5FU or Fluorosil. I've already had my cisplatin, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the drugs that we use to clean the system, showing you my Metaport, then change the camera angles in removing that, and then one last time of actually what I call unplugging. So, with no further ado, here we go. So, that's for safety. That is a saline solution. That is heparin, which is a type of steroid. And that's some alcohol pads to make sure that everything is being clean here. So, let's start. I'm not a professional photographer, so if you don't like this right now, who cares? Forgive me. I'm using a Pixie or Dixie cup to hold this up, so don't freak out. Alright, maybe this sucks a little bit, but whatever. Get used to it. Alright, this is going on way too long. Here we go. So, this is a setup. You'll see that the butterfly retractable needle is going into my port. It's fed into a clip where they can do an injection, and is regulated by this body heat measure device, which feeds ultimately to the baby bottle, which you can tell from this, completely empty. Initially, inside the vacuum, the balloon is completely filled with the Fluorosil. So as I said before, safety first. This is it. So with that, you disconnect the body regulator. Thankfully I shaved there before we did this, otherwise that would have been pretty painful. And then you'll see here, this is a way to disconnect the flow of any remaining drug into my system, so it's officially clipped off. As I mentioned before, this is the injection spot. A little rubbing alcohol, make it clean. And if you've ever been a drug dealer or if you've ever had chemotherapy, you know the order of this. Drug dealer, why? Because heparin is a drug and saline is a flush. So if the cops come, or in this case, you finish up your chemotherapy, you flush the drugs in that order. Sad that's the only way that I can remember this, but nothing to worry about. I've never been a drug dealer, never used drugs except for this. So, there's a little air bubble inside of this, so you have to give it a little squirt, so watch it. There's the shot, let it rain. Screw in the final one. Slowly inject as it flushes through my body. There's a cold sensation that runs through your chest because it goes into the Metaport, which has a catheter into your jugular vein. And I guess I store this in a pretty cool location. You just feel it, like this cold surge rush through your chest. Pretty intense. I'll tell you this, I'm really looking forward to getting some sunshine, getting out of this chemotherapy yellow butter colored skin that I have, and enjoying life a little bit. So again, as I said before, flush the drugs. Here's the heparin, steroid shot to make sure that there's no infection and or complications after this. It's standard protocol after every conclusion of a session. So this too has an air bubble, but you don't want to shoot it off as much. And there we go. That one's done. There we go. Inject again. Forgive the mess in the hair. I just woke up, so. Now that's completed. The only thing remaining is to remove the actual retractable needle that is this butterfly situation going on right here. In order to do that, I have to remove the bandage on the outside, so I have some adhesive remover, and hopefully this doesn't sting all the chest hair that my dad blessed me with. Thanks, Dad. Side one, not so bad. Side two, not as nice, but seriously, it's over. So that's out. In order to give you a better shot for removing this, I'm going to change the camera angle. So bear with me again as we flip here. Should be directly on me now. And in this, I have to take the wings of the butterfly and snap them shut and pull the needle out. We'll see if I can do this in the first try. Usually it happens, but sometimes there's some complications. By complications, just you need a second time to do it around. So you lift the tail of the butterfly here. You can tell from the protruding implant here, this is my metal port. That vein that I talked about, the catheter running into my jugular vein. So, pinch the bottom, pull on the wings, clip at the base. Now, the solid pull, you make sure that the pinched wings of the butterfly pull out of its tail. Pull, and I'm done. No more chemo. Only life.